Hello all my minifigs, I am Bman Lego Boy and thank you very much for clicking on this video. And today I have another reaction for you. I will be reacting to Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris, epic rap battles of history. So guys, we have a brand new rap battle from ERB, epic rap battles of history. This is the one that I've been waiting for a long time. We are obviously neck deep in election season. We've got 10 days until the election, folks. If you have not voted, you need to go vote right now. I'm not kidding with you. Get to the polls and cast your vote. And I would prefer you vote for Kamala Harris because Donald Trump is whack crap crazy, or however you want to, describe him. That's just my recommendation. Blanked on me there. So I am interested to see how this video is going to handle these two. I am going to be doing a fact check here. So this should be a little interesting. This is a 5-minute video. So this is a decently long rap. Obviously, I am rooting for Kamala. Trump is, he needs to go. But again, we're going to see what this is like. And this is the first time I'm ever reacting to an ERB video. So this is going to be a little bit new. Probably not really going to be seen that much here on the channel. Though maybe if they upload other rap battles in the future that I'm interested in, perhaps I can do more reactions to these. So guys, without further ado, we're going to jump right into the video. But first, if you haven't seen the original video, it will be down in the description below. And without further ado, let's get into the reaction. Playing in 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go.
Battles of history. Donald Trump.
Come on, Kamala.
Word plays, ask my supporters. I've got more disabilities than a New York Times reporter. You're a scam.
Wait, he just said he has more disabilities. Is this ERB saying, like, yeah, Trump has the mental problems that everyone, pretty much says he has?
Your whole nomination is a hoax. Your party is so pro-choice, they aborted a state's right to vote.
Okay, this is something that Trump supporters and Donald Trump are always saying. Oh, she's not a real candidate because she wasn't chosen by the voters in the primary. Folks, let me explain something to you right now. That does not matter. The primary elections, technically speaking, do not matter in terms of who is the nominee for each of the political parties. The primary elections are simply a formality. Like, there is nothing in the U.S. Constitution that states how the political parties have to choose their nominees. They don't even have to hold the primary elections. They do it so that way we, the voters of the parties, get a little bit more of a say into, who they want to be the nominee. But that doesn't always have to be the case. The leaders of each party can actually just simply choose who their nominee is going to be. Like, okay, we just picked this person. Get used to it, base voters, whatever. So that is a lie. That has to be fact-checked. Putting that out right now.
Oh, pencil pushing pussy bows, think you could scare me with prison? Get your mugshot, then your mugshot, then come talk to me about convictions. To the radical left, you should be embarrassed. The way you divide our country, I'll call you Camel Toe Harris. Your inflation's got our nation clipping coupons, while it's leaking worse than a wet lab in Wuhan. I had every American's 401k thriving. Stock market's higher than the planes full of migrants you fly in and...
Okay. The first line we have to deal with is the inflation part. Inflation has reached pre-pandemic levels. Latest reports from September have inflation down to 2.4%. And inflation is typically around 1 to 2% every year. In fact, in 2019, the annual inflation in the United States was 2.3%. So we are almost at that target level. And so I don't know why he is still complaining about this. let's see here. He also talks about the stock market. The stock market is continuously hitting record highs right now. Like week after week, we are seeing record highs for the Dow, the S&P. Like this is when it's hitting the record highs under President Biden. And as for the economy and everything, that he talks about, like, oh, my economy was so great when I was president. Okay, this is something that has actually been brought up by former President Barack Obama. And actually, I went to a rally and saw Barack Obama last night, guys. Little fun fact. And he talked about, like, yeah, it was so great because it was his economy. It was Obama's economy. A president's economy, how do I say this? It takes time for a new president's economy to take effect. So when a new president comes in, the old president's economy tends to kind of like, play out a lot more during that new president because it takes time for economic policies to take effect, which is also one of the reasons why, a lot of people are saying, oh, the economy is not great right now. And don't get me wrong, the economy is not working for everyone right now. But here's the thing. President Biden and Kamala Harris have been working really hard to try to make the economy better because we're still trying to deal with the aftermath of Trump's economy, of which collapsed after the pandemic hit. So that is something that, I also have to fact check. I'm going to try to stop saying that line, so just deal with me, guys. This is the first time I'm doing this. Also, guys, this is something that I had to add in after the recording was done with. I forgot to address this issue. He talks about flying in migrants. This is a talking point that Donald Trump and the Republicans have been pushing for the longest time, saying, oh, they're letting in all of these illegal migrants because they're trying to get them to register to vote so that way they cheat in the elections. That is not true. Do not believe that talking point. And anytime you hear him say, oh, she was in charge of the border, she was the quote-unquote border czar, Kamala Harris was never put in charge of the border. She was put on a committee to study the reason why, at a period of time, why, border crossings were becoming so high. Now, border crossings have actually dropped. They've dropped since President Biden signed an executive order earlier in the year, which he had to do because the Senate killed the bipartisan border deal, which would have actually allowed the president to shut down the border, FYI. So, if you're angry about the border, look no further than Donald Trump. He's the reason it's still the way it is.
Don't even try to deny the cognitive decline you were hiding. Prop it up Joe like it was wicked at Biden. I'm here to...
You want to talk about cognitive decline? Watch his rallies. Guy can't even finish a sentence, and he repeats the same thing like over and over again, like 3-4 times in a row. That is a symptom of dementia, Alzheimer's, or something else. So, yeah.
I'm here to teach you what losing to a winner feels like. Ask Pence. I know how to drop a mic.
I know you're not all ears, but listen up close. You are J.D. Vance's fear and level weird. You are gross.
There it is. He's weird. Nice one.
You've been bending American decency over a barrel. Giving Lady Liberty the finger like the Legion Carol in that big creepy house with our secrets stacked in piles. From documents to pedos, you spend too much time with files. Having sleepovers with Laura Loomer? What's going on with your...
They mentioned Laura Loomer. That's great. That's great.
You afford more than Timu Melania. You failed in your own city. Bank, ballot box, and court. You're home alone, too. You lost in New York.
Okay, that's great. That's great. I mean, it's true. He did lose in New York. 34 felony convictions. The assault charges, although I don't know if that was in New York. But also the fraud case, the bank fraud case, where he has to pay close to $400 million.
I was there on January 6th. It wasn't fun for me. Just like your bowels, I was evacuated suddenly.
Ooh.
History's least hopeful, presidential hopeful, mood swinging wildly like stock and truth social.
Yes. Yes, I love it. I love it.
I'm here to build bridges from Texas to Niagara Falls.
See, my God, better wow!
I hope you
Hello, Joe.
me crap in red because you're taking a huge loss. Is anything worse for you than Afghanistan did for your boss?
Just an FYI, folks, in regards to Afghanistan. First of all, if you still are pissed about the Afghanistan withdrawal, it's been 3 years. Yes, service members died, and that's horrible, but it could have been a lot worse. Not to mention, who set the timeline for the withdrawal? Wasn't President Biden? It was Donald Trump. He was the one who negotiated with the Taliban for the withdrawal. So when Biden came in, he had to run all over the place because he couldn't exactly, get the deadlines met and whatever in order for it to be, much better. So you want to blame someone for Afghanistan? Blame him.
A man handed you everything you ever did. You couldn't make your own way, couldn't even make your own kids.
Okay, now he's attacking, and this is something that Republicans have been doing, by the way. He's now attacking Kamala for not having biological children and instead having stepchildren. That is the argument that Republicans are saying. Like, if you're not an actual biological parent, if you're a stepchild or a step-parent, then you are not a real child to that person, or you are not a real parent to that child. That is not true. That is extremely offensive. And I honestly do not know why Republicans are running with that.
Your mommy was absent when you were just a little baby. And if she saw you now, she'd wish she were a childless cat lady. Racist landlord daddy wasn't there to kill him. Seeing me living rent-free in your head.
Yeah, she does. She definitely lives in his head 24/7 rent-free. I mean, the guy, every time she puts out an ad that he doesn't like, he hops on his social media and he whines and complains like a little baby.
Well, I know how you failed the bar exam after that. I guess the half of you whose job it is to rap isn't black.
Oh, good one. You ketchup-smelling edgelord. You rock the beat softer than Stormy Daniels' headboard.
Ooh.
Can't believe I'm even in a race with this hog. Hope you're in makeup in Ohio, because they're eating the dogs.
Oh, Jesus. God, really? You brought up that continuously debunked lie? Really?
Donald, I'm putting you away like a rapist back in Cali. You should leave this battle early, like the crowds at your rallies. Yes, well, I've got Taylor Swift.
You're ugly.
You are ugly.
Well, you're a Marxist.
Jumping Jesus H.
Oh, is that, Theodore Roosevelt? Wait, what happened to Abe Lincoln?
Jumping Jesus H. Huckleberry Christ on a crutch. No one wants to fight about politics this much. You, Madam Red, White, and Pantsuit. Don't let getting higher be the greatest thing you ever do. And you, baby back ribs up in heaven. Try not to slide democracy straight to chapter 11. I'm here on the back of my musky antlered beast with a message for whichever one of you sucks the least. This government was founded on self-evident truths. So keep it of the people, by the people, for the people. Moles, who won? Who stand?
Wow. Wow. Directed by Joe Biden. That's great. That's great. Who won? Yeah, definitely Kamala. I mean, just based on the facts alone, that's how I determine who wins these battles, on the facts. So, wow. Okay. That was that was great. That was really great. I was not expecting Theodore Roosevelt to come in. I would have thought it would have been Abe Lincoln, because he's been the one who's shown up in all their previous rap battles. Well, not the 2020 one, but he showed up in the 2012 and 2016 one. So, yeah, that's interesting that Theodore Roosevelt showed up instead. So maybe going forward, he's the guy that'll cut in. But yeah, that was really great, and I'm glad that they brought up so many different topics. So I'm definitely going to share this on social media. I get tongue twisted sometimes. So guys, I want to thank you all very much for watching. If you have not subscribed to Epic Rap Battles of History, please go give them a subscribe and give them the love they so very much deserve. And again, if you guys have not voted, please go vote. Do not sit this election out. If you don't vote, I will fight you. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. But please go cast your ballot, guys. I am encouraging everyone as much as possible to vote. I will probably put out another video closer to the election in the coming days explaining why this election is so important. So again, guys, thank you for watching. Go subscribe to ERB, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, all my minifigs.